Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. This time, we're going to be diving into AI-powered YouTube automation, which is a fascinating world where algorithms and creativity collide. We've got your research pile right here, and let me tell you, some of this stuff is like straight out of science fiction. Like imagine videos practically making themselves while you're sipping lemonade on a beach. That's the kind of potential we're unpacking today. So we'll break down how this tech works, what it takes to actually make it successful, and the crucial things to watch out for along the way.
Yeah, it really is incredible how this technology is changing the game for content creation. This whole concept of faceless YouTube, building a successful channel without ever appearing on camera. It's no wonder so many people are drawn to it.
Especially with the allure of passive income.
Yeah, the idea of earning while you sleep is definitely appealing. And it's not just a pipe dream either. We've got a case study right here. The top 5 channel is reportedly making almost $500,000 a year, all without showing their faces. That's right. But let's be clear. It's not just about pressing a button and watching the money roll in. There's real strategy involved. And it starts with understanding the first crucial step, choosing your niche.
Now, that might sound kind of counterintuitive. If AI is doing the heavy lifting, why does niche selection matter so much?
It's all about engagement and authenticity. AI can generate content, sure, but it can't replicate genuine passion or expertise. Think of it this way. You're the debater, and AI is your incredibly talented but somewhat clueless assistant. You need to provide the vision, the direction, the spark that truly connects with an audience. And choosing a niche you're at least somewhat interested in allows that human element to shine through.
That makes a lot of sense. So you're saying even in the age of AI, that personal touch is still key.
Absolutely. Now, finding that perfect niche can be a challenge, but even there, AI can lend a helping hand. Some folks are using ChatGPT to brainstorm niche ideas. One creator even generated 100 faceless YouTube channel ideas using it.
Wow, 100 ideas. That's a lot of brainstorm power. Okay, so let's say we've got our niche nailed down. How do we move from an idea to an actual video?
This is where the magic happens. There's this tool called invid.ai. It's really impressive. You can feed it a simple topic, even just a single sentence, and it can crank out a full-fledged video, complete with stock footage and AI narration.
Hold on. We've actually got a clip from one of these invid.ai generated videos. Let's have a listen.
Okay.
That's pretty incredible. I mean, it's not perfect, but considering it was created in just a few minutes.
Exactly. It's a great starting point. But this is where your role as the director becomes crucial. It's about taking that raw AI output and shaping it into something truly unique. Think of it like editing a film. You need to refine the pacing, tighten up the narrative, and make sure it reflects your vision.
So it's like AI is a talented but inexperienced filmmaker, and we're the seasoned editors coming in to polish the final cut.
That's a great analogy. And thankfully, invid.ai gives you the tools to do just that. It has built-in editing features so you can fine-tune the video, add transitions, and even weave in personal anecdotes or experiences.
That's where the human touch really shines, right? Making it personal, sharing your own insights. One of the sources mentioned adding lines like, when I traveled to Greece to make the video more engaging.
Exactly. It's those little touches that make a world of difference. It helps your channel stand out from the sea of purely AI-generated content.
Okay, so we've got a great video starting to take shape. But before we hit publish, there's one crucial element we can't forget: the thumbnail and title.
You're absolutely right. They might seem like small details, but they're the gatekeepers of your content. Think about it. When you're scrolling through YouTube, what makes you stop and click on a video?
It's definitely that eye-catching thumbnail and a title that piques my interest.
Exactly. You could have the most amazing video in the world, but if your thumbnail is bland and your title is generic, nobody will ever see it. One creator put it perfectly. The thumbnail is just as important as the content of the video, maybe even more important because it's what gets the clicks.
So how do we make sure our thumbnails and titles are top-notch?
Well, there are some fantastic tools that can help. For images, there's Pexels, a website packed with free stock photos. Then there's Canva, an incredibly user-friendly design tool. You can use it to create eye-catching thumbnails, even if you have zero design experience.
Canva is a lifesaver. I use it for all sorts of things.
It's incredibly versatile. And for titles, you can actually turn to ChatGPT again. It can generate title suggestions, helping you come up with something catchy and relevant.
It's amazing how these AI tools can be integrated into every step of the process. So we've got our video, a killer thumbnail, and a title that's going to grab attention. What's next?
Now it's time to set up shop. We need to build your YouTube channel. This is where you create your brand's online presence.
Okay, so we're talking profile picture, channel description, all that good stuff.
Exactly. And here's a cool tip. If you're going for the faceless approach, you can use a platform like Zara to create a profile picture that aligns with your channel's theme without showing your face. It's a great way to maintain that air of mystery.
That's a clever idea. Okay, so our channel is looking sharp. We've got content ready to go, but how do we actually get people to find our videos? It's a big world out there on YouTube.
That's where understanding the YouTube algorithm comes in. It's a complex system, but at its core, it's all about watch time and click-through rates. Basically, YouTube wants to promote videos that people are actually watching and engaging with.
So longer videos that keep people hooked perform better.
It's not just about length. It's about quality content that keeps viewers coming back for more. And that's where our strategic use of descriptions and tags comes in. It's all about SEO or search engine optimization, making sure your videos pop up when people are searching for related content.
So it's kind of like making sure your videos are speaking the same language as the YouTube search engine.
Precisely. You want to use relevant keywords that people are actually searching for. And here's a handy tip. You can analyze similar videos on YouTube to see what tags they're using. It's like peeking into your competitor's playbook.
Sneaky. I like it. But even with great SEO, getting those initial views can be tough.
Absolutely, especially for new channels.
Yeah.
That's why it's crucial to think beyond YouTube itself. Promoting your videos on other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, even Pinterest can be a game changer.
So it's about driving traffic from those platforms back to your YouTube channel.
Exactly. Think of it like cross-promotion. You're tapping into existing communities and drawing people into your YouTube world. Especially in the beginning, it's a fantastic way to get those early views and start building momentum.
Okay, so our videos are optimized. We're promoting them across different platforms, and the views are starting to climb. What's the ultimate goal here? I'm guessing it's monetization, right? Turning those views into actual income.
Of course, that's the dream for many YouTubers, but it's not something that happens overnight. YouTube has specific requirements. You need to meet a certain number of subscribers, watch hours, and adherence to their guidelines.
And I remember reading in the sources that YouTube can be pretty strict about repetitive content. They don't want to see the same video re-uploaded a million times.
That's right. They're looking for original, engaging content. And it makes sense. They want to keep their viewers happy and coming back for more. So how do we avoid that trap? By making each video unique and valuable.
So how do we do that with AI-generated content?
It goes back to what we discussed earlier about the human touch. AI is a fantastic tool, but it's not a replacement for creativity and ingenuity. Think of it like this. AI can provide the building blocks, but it's up to you to assemble them into a unique and engaging structure.
I love that analogy. So it's about adding our own personal flair, our unique perspectives, those little details that make a video stand out. One creator talked about making their videos feel more conversational by imagining they were chatting with a friend.
That's a great strategy. It brings a sense of authenticity and personality to the content. And remember, educational or how-to content tends to perform well in terms of monetization. So when choosing your niche, think about what valuable knowledge or skills you can share with your audience. What can you teach them that they can't find anywhere else?
Right. Providing value is key. It's not just about entertaining. It's about empowering your audience. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. We've covered a lot of ground here. Niche selection, content creation, optimization, promotion, monetization. It seems like a lot to juggle. Is there a more streamlined approach? Is there one right way to do all of this?
That's the beauty of this field. It's constantly evolving. There isn't a single roadmap to success. It's about finding the tools and workflows that work best for you, for your niche, for your style.
So experimentation is key.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to try new things, to tweak your process to see what resonates with your audience. It's all about learning and adapting as you go.
And I'm guessing that learning process never really stops, does it? Especially with AI technology developing at such a rapid pace.
That's right. Staying ahead of the curve is essential. New tools are emerging all the time, and the YouTube landscape itself is constantly changing. It's like surfing. You need to be able to adjust to the waves to stay afloat.
So continuous learning is key. Got it. Okay, let's dive back into the specifics for a moment. We talked about the importance of editing AI-generated content to make it more unique. What are some tangible things creators can do to add that human touch?
There are lots of ways to inject personality into those AI-generated videos. First, consider add an intro. It's a simple way to brand your channel and make your videos instantly recognizable. You can easily create one using Canva, which we talked about earlier. It's got tons of templates and customization options.
Intros are like a little signature, right? A way for viewers to say, hey, it's that channel again.
Exactly. Another powerful technique is weaving personal anecdotes or experiences into the script. For instance, if you're making a video about travel destinations, share a quick story about your own trip to one of those places. Bring in your own voice, your own perspective.
It's about making that connection with the viewer, showing them there's a real person behind the content, even if they're not physically on screen.
Precisely. And don't be afraid to experiment with the edit in itself. Play around with different styles, music transitions, see what feels right for your brand, for your content. The goal is to create a cohesive and engaging experience for your viewers.
It sounds like this whole process is a blend of art and science. You're leveraging the power of AI, but you're also bringing in your own creativity, your own human touch.
That's a great way to put it. It's this fascinating fusion of technology and human ingenuity.
Okay, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about some of the challenges that come with this territory. What are some of the potential pitfalls creators should be aware of?
One of the biggest challenges, as we touched on earlier, is staying ahead of the curve. The YouTube landscape is constantly evolving, and so is the AI technology itself. So it's crucial to stay informed about new trends, updates, and best practices.
So you're saying it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing. You need to be actively engaged in the process, constantly learning and adapting.
Absolutely. Another challenge, especially as AI YouTube automation becomes more popular, is standing out from the crowd. There's going to be more competition, more creators vying for attention.
That makes sense. So how do you make sure your channel doesn't get lost in a sea of AI-generated content?
It goes back to differentiation. What makes your channel unique? What value are you providing that others aren't? It might be your niche, your style, your perspective, your voice.
So it's about finding your own lane, your own space in the YouTube ecosystem.
Exactly. It's like any creative field, you need to find your voice, your style, your thing that makes you stand out.
And I imagine dealing with setbacks is a big part of the journey, too.
Oh, absolutely. Setbacks are inevitable. Videos might not perform as well as you hoped, algorithms might change, but it's all about learning from those experiences and adapting.
So it's about resilience, not giving up when things get tough.
Exactly. And remember, you're not alone in this. The YouTube community can be incredibly supportive. Connect with other creators, share ideas, support each other. It's amazing how much you can learn from others who are on a similar path.
So community and collaboration are important aspects of this whole journey. It's not just about competing, it's about supporting each other.
Exactly. And don't forget the most important piece of the puzzle, your audience. Engage with them, respond to comments, answer questions. Build a sense of community around your channel. Make people feel seen and heard.
It's all about fostering those connections, creating a space where people feel like they belong.
And above all, have fun. If you're not enjoying the process, it will show in your content. Choose a niche you're passionate about, experiment. Be creative, let your personality shine through.
I love that. It's a reminder that at the end of the day, it's about passion, creativity, and connecting with people.
Couldn't agree more. And now, if you're up for it, I think it's time to tackle one of the bigger questions surrounding AI and content creation.
Oh, you mean the ethics of it all?
Exactly. It's a conversation we can't shy away from. As AI becomes more and more sophisticated, it's crucial to think about the potential implications of AI-generated content becoming increasingly prevalent.
It's a topic that tends to spark a lot of debate.
And for good reason. There are no easy answers here. It's a complex landscape, but I think it's a conversation worth having.
It definitely feels like we're on the edge of a new frontier. And like any new frontier, there are bound to be some uncharted territories, especially when it comes to ethics.
Right. And one of the biggest ethical concerns with AI-generated content is the potential for misuse. Like imagine someone using AI to create misleading or even harmful content on a massive scale. It could have a real impact on how we perceive information and make decisions.
That's a chilling thought. It's like the dark side of this incredible technology. It makes you realize that along with all this creative potential comes a responsibility to use it wisely.
Absolutely. And leads to this question of transparency. Should viewers always be aware when they're consuming AI-generated content? Is there a risk of eroding trust if the lines become blurred between human-created and AI-created content?
That's a great point. It's about honesty and authenticity. Viewers should know what they're watching, and creators should be upfront about how they're using AI in their process. It's like the debate about labeling genetically modified food. Consumers have a right to know what they're consuming.
Exactly. And then there's the bigger question of AI's impact on human creativity. If AI can generate content that's virtually indistinguishable from human-created content, What does that mean for artists, writers, musicians, all the people who pour their hearts and souls into their work?
It's a question that a lot of people are grappling with. Will we see a decline in original human-crafted content as AI becomes more sophisticated? It's a valid concern, and it's something we need to be mindful of as we navigate this new landscape.
I think it's important to remember that AI at its core is a tool that can be used for good or for bad, and ultimately it's up to us, the humans, to guide its development and application. We need to find ways to integrate AI into our creative processes while also preserving the values of authenticity, originality, and ethical responsibility.
So it's not about AI versus humans. It's about finding a way for them to coexist and even collaborate in a way that benefits everyone.
I love that perspective. It's about finding that synergy, that sweet spot where human creativity and AI innovation can work together to create something truly extraordinary.
This has been such an insightful deep dive into the world of AI YouTube automation. We've covered so much ground, from the technical nitty-gritty to the broader ethical considerations. And I have to say, I'm walking away with a sense of cautious optimism.
I agree. It's an exciting time to be a content creator, but it's also a time for thoughtful reflection. We need to be mindful of the potential pitfalls, but we also need to embrace the incredible opportunities that AI presents.
Well said. So for all of you out there who are ready to embark on your own AI YouTube automation adventure, remember, this knowledge is power. The more you understand about this technology, the better equipped you'll be to use it wisely, ethically, and creatively.
And remember, the future of content creation is in your hands. Use these tools responsibly, push the boundaries of what's possible, and most importantly, have fun along the way.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.